Welcome to Crafty CreeAtions. Today we're making a pancake wreath on a 14-inch frame. We're using this 10-inch sign. It says Hello Summer. We'll be using this mesh, thin striped fabric mesh in the green and in the first green and moss green. We'll be using these two 1.5-inch ribbon, the green watermelon print and the red with black polka dot. You will need pipe cleaners for this, and rotary cutter and wire cutters, scissors and hole punch for crafting tools. And also I'll be adding in to the bow this 10-inch zip tie. So I'll clear the stuff off and we'll start the next step. The next step will be wiring our wireframe so we can attach our mess in there. So I got 12 pipe cleaners here, and how I'm gonna do that is there's 6 sections on this wireframe. What I mean by sections is this here. This is a section, this, and all these are sections, 6 of them. To wire my wireframe to make a pancake wreath is I go from 1, 2, 3, 4 inside to outside, or you can go 1, 2, 3, 4 outside to inside. It doesn't matter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my pipe cleaner right on this bar and these 2 inner bars this way. Just like that. Add this one on here and here in the middle. When I do this, I'll try to twist my pipe cleaner in the middle, just like right there. Twist a couple of times, and I'll do the same thing on here. Twist a couple of times. So, just like that. I'll continue doing that all the way around. So all our pipe cleaners are now attached, all 12 of them. Okay, so the next step will be cutting our mesh. This is thin stripe fabric mesh. So we're going to be cutting this at 20 inches. We're going to be cutting it with a rotary cutter. So cut our mesh at 20 inches. We'll need 12 pieces of the mesh. So I've cut 6 pieces and I've threw them on this side. So the next 6 pieces I'll be putting over here, and I'll explain why after I finish cutting them. Okay, so all our mesh is cut, all 12 pieces. And the next step will be cutting our ribbon. Grab our 1.5-inch ribbon. We'll cut them at 14 inches. We'll need 12 pieces each. So I'm going to use my measure buddy. This is a measure buddy where it has 1 to 14 increments here, up to 20. And you open this side up. But for now, we're using the 14 inches. So what I'm going to do here is just going to wrap the ribbon around the measure buddy and get 12 pieces out of it at 14 inches. That's 12. Let me see. So we got 12 pieces. Just gonna cut that. And then cut the other side. Okay, so now I'm gonna dovetail. What that means is I'm gonna grab four ribbon tails and cut from the folded part up to the where the wire is. So you're making a dovetail. Do that to all the ribbon. So all our ribbon are cut at 14 inches now. So now we're ready to assemble the wreath. So we'll grab our wreath frame. I'm gonna grab one of the mesh and I'm just gonna ruffle it up the middle. I'm gonna roll this down, curl side down, this mesh, put something heavy over here, and I'm gonna ruffle from here to here. This has a line, straight line right there, like a stripe, and I'm just gonna go ruffle it up right there. That'll be my guide. So I'm just gonna pinch and pleat up to the end. And this is your ruffle, and I'll grab my wreath frame, open one of those pipe cleaners that are on the outside of the frame, and now I'm gonna attach this in there, put it down, grab this bottom one and twist it once and twice. And so now I'm going to make a pancake. How you do that is it's just gonna put these like that, fold them down, flatten them out, and that's your pancake. So I think we'll add ribbon on the way. So this red black polka dots will be at the bottom. The watermelon ribbon will be at the top. So what I like to do is find the middle, fold them and find the middle and pinch and pleat. Open them up, make it into a V, and I'm gonna grab the pipe cleaner where I just attached the mesh. I'm just gonna put it in there and twist a few times. Now I won't mess with the ribbon just yet until all of it is in there. Okay, so we'll grab another mesh. So the one on my left side is a little, more rounder, has a bigger circle than this one. So these curly ones will be going on the inside. So again, I'll do the same thing. Okay, mesh ruffle. Open this tie up, put this down in there. Twist a couple of times. Overlap these. Pull this up to lay right. And grab our ribbon. Okay, we'll continue on doing the same thing on the outside for pipe cleaners. So if you made it this far and you like what I'm doing, and you've watched the video, go comment I wonder what you can comment. Summer, I guess. Hello Summer in the comments. So next we're gonna cut the tails. We're not adding anything else, so we're just gonna cut them up. We're gonna push all of these down so they won't poke anybody. Just like that. So now we're gonna spread open the tails. I like to spread mine this way, so everything will be seen. Okay, so that's all of them. So now we're gonna work on these. We're gonna do the same thing, but this time we're gonna go on top of the mess that's already there. I'll show you what I mean. So open those up so you can see them. So grab the other 6 and add them in there. So we do the same thing, we're ruffling it up the middle. And so now we're just gonna go over everything that's attached there already. Just over, not moving anything, just going over it. And we're gonna twist the pipe cleaner a couple of times. And we're doing the overlapping part. Just like that. And we'll go and add our ribbon. Pins and make a V, add the ribbon. Okay, so we'll do the same thing with this one. We'll grab a mesh. and pencil plate. Okay, and then so we're just gonna go over everything. Okay, just grab that, pull it up, and press the mesh down and twist the pipe cleaner a couple of times. And then we're just gonna make a pancake. Flatten out the mess. Okay, so now we're gonna add our ribbon. So we're gonna be doing that all the way around to the next 4 pipe cleaners. Okay, so now we're gonna cut off our wire. I'm gonna go around and spread open our ribbon. Just like when we did at the bottom here. Okay, just like that. Okay, so just like that. So we see everybody, every ribbon. You can see it. Yep. So next step, we'll be adding our sign. And we'll be adding our sign in the middle here. My hole punch. Make a couple of holes. Here, eyeball it, I guess. And here. Pipe cleaner and attach. Okay, so now we're ready to attach our sign. Right in there. Flip it over. Yep, it's about right there. Okay. Just like that. This would be good. Just like that. So now the next step will be making our bow. We're gonna make a quick little bow. We'll have our water on the bottom. Do a 7-inch tail. 3 loops at 5 inches. What I mean by 3 loops is I'm going to have 2 loops on this side and 2 tails on this side. So now we'll do the polka dot. We'll go on this side now for the tails. Tail on this side, 2 loops on this side. So the next one, we'll do a 6-inch tail, so it's slightly smaller. And I'm gonna do 4-inch loops. I'll make it this way. So now I'm gonna grab my zip tie, grab my pipe cleaner, wrap it around. I like to wrap my pipe cleaners around the zip tie to be extra. Just like that. So we can work our loops again. Now let's add the bow right in the bottom here. There's our bow. Okay, that's our wreath for today. Thank you all for joining Crafty CreeAtions. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.